Me Transformers 96 here with another review. This time we have the Man of Steel Movie Masters Jor-El. So here you go. So of course this is one of the three figures from the first wave of Man of Steel figures, and it's obviously Jor-El. So here's the box. Pretty cool box. I really do like it. I love the pattern design in like his costume, and I love how this is shaped like the S. Of course, and from the movie. The first wave consists of General Zod, unarmored. You've got Jor-El, and then Superman. A little bio of Jor-El, and then a little bio of the Movie Masters toy line. So very nice. No really big spoilers in this bio or anything, but still pretty interesting. So yeah, so here I'll leave it to the back. So here's Jor-El. So I did go to Comic-Con yesterday, or actually the day before yesterday, and this is where I picked up Jor-El. I paid $25 for him. I really just did not want the hassle trying to find him, because last year with Dark Knight and with with Green Lantern the year before that, there were a lot of these Movie Masters figures that were incredibly hard to get, and did not want that hassle. Jor-El is packaged one per case. The first assortment case consists of 5 Supermans, 1 Jor-El, and 2 General Zods. So I thought it was worth it just to pay some extra money to get it now and to get it without a hassle. So here you go. So of course, contrary to what happens with The Dark Knight Rises and the Green Lantern Movie Master series, this series, Man of Steel, does not come with Build-A-Figures, unfortunately. It's a huge disappointment, for me at least, because I really enjoy the Build-A-Figures. I built Parallax and the Bat Signal, and I was really hoping that there would be a Build-A-Figure so I could build the Superman one, and unfortunately it does not come with a Build-A-Figure. But what's nice is they didn't just say no Build-A-Figures, you just get the figure. What they did was they gave us something less, but they still gave us something, and that is these bases. So the bases are kind of interesting. They do seem to have different symbols. They're not just all S's with different colors. They do seem to be the symbols of like their symbol. So the General Zod one will have the General Zod symbol. I don't know if that's his family crest or if that means something, because of course this means hope. But I did read somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at, see, it says family crest. So I guess hope is their family crest or something. I don't know. I wonder what General Zods will mean. Probably like war or something. But as you can see, it does look cool. Do really like the design. I mean, look at all that little detailing. Wonderful. It's actually quite beautiful. I really do like that. You do get one peg in here. He does have pegs in both of his feet, but you can just peg it in, of course, to his left leg. It is extremely hard to actually get it in there, and it doesn't hold very well, but it's still very nice. As you can see, it looks cool. I wish the peg was a little bit off, more over here, because then his feet would be kind of evenly spaced on it, but it isn't. So I don't really like these because I have my Dark Knight and Green Lanterns, of course, without bases, because they didn't come with bases. Well, at least most of the Green Lanterns didn't. So that's why I don't really like these too much. But these are kind of nice. I'm thinking about hanging it on the wall or something. So you can use these to kind of like decorate, just decorate like the wall behind them or something like that. So they do have a lot of nice detail, though. They could have made these flat and nobody would really care, but they did put in the detail, which is quite nice. So I do like that. So base is not as good as the Build-A-Figure parts, but still, hey, they're nice, which is good. So now on to Jor-El, the father of Kal-El, or how is it? Kal-El, Superman. So yeah, so this is played by Russell Crowe. Just to go over the face sculpt, let's move the camera up. So here's the face. Overall, pretty nicely done, I have to say. It does very much resemble Russell Crowe, and I think they did a wonderful job sculpting the face for, just a 6-inch, $16 to $20 figure. I mean, hey, the face sculpt's really nicely done. I really do like that a lot. So overall, they did perfect on the face. I have no complaints on it. The only thing is there was like a smudge of, there was just like a black smudge just right on his nose when I saw it in package, I was very disappointed about that, but that did just kind of rub off. So if you do see any spots, most likely you can just just rub them off. They're not like chipped the paint, which is good. The eyes are cool, and the painting is done really well in the face. His skin tone gets darker as it goes down towards the beard, which is very nice and very cool. I'm glad they did that. Of course, it's much better than the 3¼ line. So overall, really well done. Now going into the armor, I love the color of the armor. This is like a dark bronze. Really well done. Look at that symbol in the chest there. Look at that. Wonderful. It's like the S from Superman, but it's just filled in with more detail and stuff, which looks great. Love the shoulder pads. The arms are very nice. Of course here, very well done. Love the armor. The armor is extremely well done on him, like I've been saying. But what really impressed me, what I was not expecting, and what it had, which I absolutely love, is that in the blue costume, it has some tremendous detailing. Let's see if you can see it in there. There we go. Look at that like crisscross design in there. Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. These things are so incredibly small. I'm sure that it looks a little bigger on camera, but these are so small, it's unbelievable. And this is throughout the blue costume in his costume shirt. Really incredible. This blew me away. I was surprised by all this little detail. So much detail. If they just did not do anything, just made it just a flat, sculpt, it would have been fine. Nobody would have complained. It would have looked great, but they added that little crisscross design, which is so hard to see in person. It's crazy, but they did it, and that is beautiful. I absolutely love it so much. Props to them for doing that, because it is quite incredible, and I really do love it. Overall, the sculpting on this guy is beyond perfection. I pretty much couldn't have asked for anything better. Going into articulation, first of all, the neck. When I got it out of package, the neck had some problems. It was one of those that you turn, and then it would just kind of snap back into place, which I really did not like. I had to kind of go until it broke either the wet paint that was on it or something. And because of that, his head is a little bit wobbly, which I don't love. But what are you gonna do? So I don't really like that. Plus, this is going to be hard to show, but there is a little crease in the neck from where it was cut together. You can kind of see it there. And when you move his head up, the crease kind of opens up a little bit, which I really don't like. So when his head's just down here, it doesn't matter. It's fine. But when you move his head up, it does kind of open that crease, which is a huge disappointment. So that was the one quality issue on this figure that I really didn't like. Now, as for the rest of it, he does have ball hinge shoulders. Unfortunately, his shoulders only go up about this much because of the shoulder pad. And then he does have a bicep swivel, hinge elbows, swivel wrist, hinge hips with another hinge going out. I never know what to call this joint, but it's always on all the Movie Masters. Because of this armor, it does kind of hit it, so it goes out this far, which is still very far, but not as far as some of the others. You've got a swivel bicep, hinge knees, and hinge ankles. Overall, pretty good articulation. The one other thing is with his costume from the back, it does have these tubes that run from the back all the way up into the arms, which is really awesome. They are quite flexible. You don't have to really worry about that hindering articulation very much at all. I mean, look at how much you can twist it. So overall, that's a wonderful, neat design that I really like, and it doesn't really hinder articulation, which is fantastic. And one more interesting thing is he does have fists. I'm pretty surprised with that, because typically with Movie Masters, they come with the open hand fists, and what I mean by that is like this, the ones that are like looking like they are for holding things, and so that you can use them for a fist, or you can use them to actually hold things, but the thing is they don't come with anything to hold, so I find those really pointless. I really don't like them. And with Jor-El here, and what I can see, it looks like all three of them, from what the back of the package shows, it looks like all three of them just have the fists, which is really cool, really incredible. Wasn't expecting that, so I do really like these fists, so that, I really hate the ones that have kind of like open hands, so I do really like these. He does have some cut articulation as far as from from the Green Lantern series, and especially the Dark Knight Rises, there is some cut articulation. First of all, what's the problem is there is no ab crunch or swivel waist. There might be a swivel waist, but from what I can see and from putting a little force in it, it doesn't seem like it is, so I'm not 100% sure, but maybe there isn't a swivel waist, but if you know, let me know. So unfortunately, he does have some cut articulation. They could have added a ab crunch here, even with these pieces. They could have definitely done it, but they just didn't, unfortunately, which is a disappointment. So would have liked at least the ab crunch or at least the swivel waist, but that is pretty much my only big complaint about this figure, that it has cut articulation. That does seem to be the same case for Superman and General Zod, but who knows, there might be a swivel there that I'm not noticing because it's too stiff or something, so I don't know. Overall, this is a wonderful figure. Absolutely, I recommend it. The detailing in the costume absolutely is just incredible, and warrants a buy on this thing because it is quite well done, and I really do love it. If you find him, he's probably a little bit rarer than the other figures because he is one per case, so I do recommend you pick him up because it's a wonderfully designed figure and it looks incredible. I absolutely love it. Right before I go, let me just give you a little comparison with some other figures from the two other Movie Masters toy lines so that you can kind of see, and then from the 3.75 inch so you can see how big this Movie Masters JorEl is. So there you go. Thank you for watching.